recognized, which was really cool.
Wow, look at that.
I
From
know.
this or from the Fours Up?
From Twitter, I think. So, yeah. So that was cool.
Nice.
I took a picture with some guys. They were like 19.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah. It was cool.
Why'd you take pictures with guys that were 19?
They asked to take a picture with
Oh,
me.
they asked to take a picture with you. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, they were fans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're like, can we take a pic
Look
with
at
you,
you.
Marsh?
You're a
I'm
star.
like,
You're a star.
just waving.
Uh-huh.
So that was fun. Went out, took my brother out on the town, and we all went out with the boys. So
Where'd you guys go?
we went to Sway, and then
Mhm.
went to the wharf. And Friday night had a nice, long, fun night at home with my uncles. So
And
it was just good stuff, man.
Sunday all day, just hugging the porcelain bowl.
Sunday was recovery. Sunday we all just hung out, and I just watched King of Queens.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah, very underrated show in my opinion.
It's a fine show.
It's a fine show. I think Kevin James is funny.
Yeah. Oh,
I
no.
think he's
I love
really
Kevin James.
funny.
He just moved down here permanently. He got a place in Del Rey.
Is he still like in good shape?
He does a lot of stuff on Netflix. He's got a new Netflix show. But yeah, he's in good shape.
Ever
He
since
does
he did
the crew.
Yeah.
ever since he did that like MMA movie.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's in better shape than he was when on King of Queens. Yeah, yeah,
He was
absolutely.
big.
You got to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
He was big.
We got Ira coming up at 9:20 today. Also at 9:40, new feature, Tier Maker Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes, do a couple of tiers.
Love
It was,
tiers.
so you know, Tier Maker Tuesday is Marsh's baby. So he'll decide what the 2 tiers are that we'll be doing today. We'll don't act surprised. We texted about this a couple days ago. I said I want this to be your thing. You're like, hell yes.
Yeah. Well, you just sent out so many texts. I was like, yeah,
I gotcha. Well, you know, things got to start moving.
Yeah.
And that was also when he was at the wharf.
That is true. Also, yes. That's true. Yeah, he's at the
So
wharf.
I was just all happy. I was like, yeah, sure. I still have to. I haven't made my bracket yet.
I got my
This is my
bracket.
first time looking at the bracket.
Okay. Listen, I may have Sean. I may have jinxed UConn.
I saw that.
So yesterday I was on.
Saw the tweet.
So yesterday I'm on, and listen, I am a fan of chaos. I like it when the norm is blown up.
Like the
and I was
Joker.
thinking, how much fun would it be if one of the number 1 seeds got the corona, they had to back out, and you would have put like Colorado State on the number 1 line as a replacement. Like that would just be fun, right?
Yeah.
So then we're just like, yeah, whatever, ha 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 ha. Get home, find out the head coach of the number 1 seed UConn Huskies popped positive. So they did contact tracing. Thankfully, none of the other players or coaches were guilty on that. So everyone has gone. Everyone has gone off to the tournament except for the head coach Gino Ariema with a freshman-laden number 1 seeded team. He'll be able to be back for the Sweet 16, but not before that. So yeah, I may have jinxed my program.
Huh. Yeah.
I'm thinking
What
more
was
and
that?
more I'm going to regret giving Sean that drop.
That was
more and
horrifying.
more. We're going to hear it a lot, especially when you open your
That
mouth.
was scary. Oh my god.
So did I get my chaos wish? I did, and I think I may have jinxed UConn.
Big time.
chaos?
Unbelievable.
I saw that and I was like, I
Who are your
gotta tweet
upset?
at him.
Who are your upset picks for the bracket?
Oh, I was going. Yeah. Oh, Marsh. My whole back. Well, so you know who I got in the final?
Illinois.
No.
I have Illinois losing in the second round.
What?
I have Illinois losing to Loyola Chicago, the number 1 defense in the country.
Defense wins.
That's what I'm saying. Don't laugh. Defense wins. I got them beating Illinois. I'm not sold on Illinois, but whatever.
Okay.
My final, Marsh, my final 4 is Gonzaga,
Okay.
Baylor, Florida State, and West Virginia.
All right.
My final is Florida State versus West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
My winner is Bob Huggins.
I love Bob Huggins.
Mm-hmm. He's going to get his title. They've been the most consistent team in college basketball outside of Gonzaga and Baylor this year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't lost 2 in a row all season long.
Yeah, I need to do some more research on college basketball.
Yeah. I got Florida State upsetting Michigan in the Sweet 16.
I have Utah State upsetting Texas Tech. That's all I have right
You have
now.
Utah State
I
upsetting
did
Texas
take that
Tech.
as well.
Utah
Yeah,
State.
I took Utah State over Texas Tech. Then I had them losing to Arkansas.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Colgate.
I have Iowa losing to USC. in the Sweet 16.
Okay. What about?
Oh, I have Rick Pitino beating Alabama in the first round.
No.
Iona beating Alabama in the first round.
That's who they're playing.
But only because it opens up the bracket for UConn after that.
So you have UConn beating Maryland.
I have UConn making it to the Elite Eight and losing to Florida State.
Homerism.
I said my East bracket is totally Homer. Whatever. That's fine. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Absolutely.
There's no rules.
I bet you Marsh is going to have Utah State making a run to the Sweet 16.
No.
I guarantee it. Oh,
He'll have them
come
winning
on.
it.
No.
Yeah, right. He'll have them beating Arkansas.
Yep.
No, I
yeah.
literally just clicked Arkansas. Big Suey.
I had Morehead State winning. I told you I'm picking them.
I got BYU beating Texas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I also got BYU losing their head coach after this is all over.
Mark Pope?
I think he's going to go to Indiana.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
No?
He's a BYU guy.
Is Indiana a bigger job?
He just started at
He's
BYU.
been there for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, it's about time to move on to a bigger program if
No,
you
the
can.
last BYU coach we had like for 30 years.
Well, okay, but yeah, you probably want to move on to
Name
bigger.
is Mark Pope.
Is IU still a major draw? Is that still a big job to get?
I'd say
Is it-
so.
yeah, you think so?
Because I think it
They
could
haven't
be,
done anything in 40 years.
I know, but with the resources that they have, I think like with the right coach, it can be turned around fairly quickly.
They've been saying that for 30 years.
Yeah, they just haven't. They were when they had Oladipo. I mean, they were good for a few years. They just haven't been consistent.
No, they have just. I'm not sure that program is.
I like Tom Crean there.
I like Tom Crean there too.
Really, I'm a big Tom Crean fan.
He was better than Archie.
But it's
Archie
not
whatever.
Bobby.
Archie Miller.
Archie Manning.
So yes, you got to do your bracket. We got a bracket that we have filled out.
Yeah,
Where do we have that, Sean? On ESPN?
Yeah,
Yeah, ours is on ESPN, and I sent out the link on
All
the
right.
Onside
I got
Radio
Georgetown
account.
over Colorado.
So do I. Well, I think pretty much everybody does. So yeah, so go to is it on the Onside Twitter?
It's on the Onside Twitter, and I tagged both of you so we can send it
All
out.
right, we'll tweet it out as well. This is a free to enter March Madness bracket pool, and it'll basically just be for bragging rights. So you want to get in on it, you can get in on it. Catch a South Florida staple every afternoon as Alex Dono hosts Man of the Match from 3 until 6. Dono covers everything, and I mean everything. Make sure you tune in from 3 to 6 exclusively on the Radio FM app or OnsideRadio.com.
You can reach out to Toast and Marsh by dialing 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
A message to help keep you safe. If doctors told us today that we'd made a breakthrough on COVID-19, saving thousands of lives, we would rejoice. Finally, a good news day. We'd feel less afraid that our loved ones would be struck by the invisible enemy. We'd start to feel hope that we could live our lives again. Well, a mask does all that. We can help protect others by covering our noses and mouths, which is how the virus mainly spreads. Masks are a ticket to freedom, to be out in the world, to getting together, back to work, back to doing what we want. If doctors announced we could save lives today, we would grab that breakthrough with both hands. While we wait for a vaccine, grab the breakthrough that's already here. When we're out, it's masks on.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
He has an overbite that makes him look like a cartoon character, a slightly crooked eye, and an uncommonly wrinkly neck. In the right light, he can look a little like a garden gnome, and he'll wear a bow tie just because. Sure, you might call him a little quirky, but that's exactly what makes him so perfect. Tuna is a 3-year-old Chihuahua Dachshund mix with more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, and it all started because he was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Tuna, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
You're listening to OnsideRadio.com. Catch up anytime by downloading the Radio.net app. OnsideRadio.com, South Florida's true hometown station.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
$8:20 Tuesday morning, 4th and 20, high above the pitch here at Inter Miami CF Stadium. Sun just decided to wake up.
It is.
It's blinding my buddy Marsh.
It is, and I'm already blind. Bro.
Here's some sunglasses. Oh, you got sunglasses. Put those bad boys on. Man, I had a moment yesterday where I was all excited,
computer.
Marsh and Sean, sitting there. It's like 5:30, and my phone rings.
Fogging up my glasses.
And the little thing. Oh, I just got, just said, morning, boys, our shade gets installed on Friday. Boom, baby. There you go. We like that. So I get a phone call yesterday at like 5:30, and look what the top thing says. What does that say, the top thing?
Hey, COVID vax update.
COVID vax update. So they called me about getting the vaccine. I'm like, oh. And it didn't happen. I'm too young. I'm too young. I'm too damn young. I'm too young.
My brother's getting it soon.
Is he?
Yeah, he has asthma.
Oh, there you go. So yeah. They asked if I had asthma. I don't.
So the obesity thing doesn't work?
Well, the obesity thing does work. I did mention that I'm fatty fat, and that I got the letter from my doctor. So they're going to keep me on the list, but fatty fat is down the list. It's old. It's asthma. It's frontline workers. Like there's like 5 or 6 folks in front of all of us. Listen, there's so many of us are fatty fat that if we got priority, it'd just be free.
So the fatties are down the list?
The fatties are like 6 or 7 on the list, man. 6 or 7 down. Huh. Like all frontline workers, teachers, I believe they asked me about asthma, stuff like that. Just being fatty fat was not. It was what she's like.
I thought I finally found my fucking calling.
I know. I thought it was gonna finally pay off for me being an obese turd, but did not quite work out that way as of yet. Keep our fingers crossed. But at least I got my phone number. Yeah. And the lady said she'll keep me on the list. So as they just lowered the age from 65 to 60. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, and then I think after that it's going to go down to 50. So hopefully,
we'll all be available by May 1st.
Well, that's what the price is saying. So as long as that's the case, I'm good to go, man.
Sleepy Joe says.
That's what I want, man, because I want everything back to normal. I want to be done wearing a mask. I don't want to wear a mask doing the show. I want to be able to go out and have dinner at a restaurant, not wear a mask, and not worry that I might die 4 days later.
Yeah.
I don't mind if I get like a flu thing. I just want to die.
You know what
I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't mind if I'm a little sick and knocked up for a couple of days. I just don't want to go to the hospital and get a tube tossed down my throat.
We've been wearing masks for so long. I don't even know if I really know what you guys look like.
Right? Can't recognize anybody anymore.
I hate this stupid thing so much.
And by the way, while we're ranting on things, how many more years do you think before 95 is done? Like what, 10, 15 years? Are you kidding me?
It'll never be
done. Oh my God. I mean, come on.
Driving.
Jesus. I've only been doing it for like a few months. Oh, I want to drive with a gun and just start picking people off.
It's the absolute.
It's horrific. I mean, take your time, guys. Another 10 years will be great. Just take your sweet ass time doing that.
I don't get it. Oh. Like nothing is finished.
It's the money.
And the minute they finish it, they'll need to do more.
They got to expand it. Once you get to 8 lanes, it's got to go to 16.
Oh my God! So yeah, that was. I was literally
driving
almost late
through
today.
Hollywood yesterday, and one of the main roads that I have to get on to get onto US 1 are tearing apart. It's just like the drills are there. The whole street is ripped out. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I only have to take 95
Looks like
from
a murder
Broward
scene.
Boulevard north to Commercial, and it's hell. It is like it is like the third ring of hell just trying to go those 4.5 miles on 95.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Going from Sheridan to Commercial. That's brutal.
Brutal.
It's
Just
here comes
insane.
Sean.
Try coming from Miami in this.
Well, you're an idiot for living in Miami. I don't know what to tell you. Laz is moving out of Miami. Get the hell out of Dade, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Nothing's wrong with Broward.
No, Broward is perfectly fine.
I was in Broward for most of my life.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have left.
There you go.
You left and went south?
Yeah.
Who does that? Unless you're going to the Keys.
You have zero Latin in you.
Yeah,
Why would you move south?
Because I'm married to a Latin.
Oh, that's a nice move.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It happens.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Oh,
what?
dude, my boys went to Padrino's yesterday.
Okay, how'd they like it?
They said it was really good.
Nice.
And I missed out on it, so I was very sad, but I thought about you guys.
Yeah, no, I like Padrino's.
But they don't have the buffet.
I figured they probably got rid of the buffet. That was the best part, dude. They had a lunch buffet every day for a couple hours. Bro, you go get like 2-3 plates.
Bro,
It
there's
was
like a
phenomenal.
gas station by
All
our
the
house in
pork.
Hollywood that has my uncles came in and they just wanted a Cuban. They just wanted a Cuban sandwich. And we got one from a gas station.
Shell
bro.
station?
No, not Shell.
At the Circle? All right, which gas station?
It's over almost. You're almost in Hollandale, almost. It's kind of by the dog track,
Oh, okay.
and it was incredible.
Listen, that when you go down into Miami and you get down like into A Street and that
Oh,
area
yeah.
and you hit these little
Bro.
gas stations that have full-on kitchens in there.
Yes.
Bro, that is where you will get the best pork. You will get the dude. Oh,
That's
it
where my
is-
dad used to go, man.
Oh,
and
you
it
get
is-
empanadas there. You get. Oh my God,
Oh.
just stop. I would. Oh yes.
I kind of want an empanada after work because they sell them at the Shell gas station now,
Yeah.
and they are good.
Our boy Laz posted a photo of one with a Cuban coffee yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!
I'm gonna get one.
You gonna get an empanada today?
I might get an empanada.
Where are you gonna find one on the way home?
There's one at the Shell gas
it's
station.
the
Yeah,
Shell.
right
okay.
by my house.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I did not go to the bakery. I got to go to the bakery. No, I knew I wasn't going to go yesterday. I'm thinking maybe this weekend. We talked to a bakery yesterday, Marsh. There's
I know,
a
I
bakery in
saw.
Los Olas that sells weed food.
Like
Weed
THC?
food. Like THC, yes.
Like, do you need a card?
No, you don't. So here's what we learned. There are multiple different THCs, cannabinoids or whatever, within the plant. The one that we're familiar with is THC 9.
9.
Number 9.
9 times.
Well, there's also a number 8, which doesn't quite give you as much of a head high, but a big body high. And so you're not foggy, you just feel really good, and that's the one they're using.
Really?
Because that one is like, when they made up the laws, they didn't realize there were all these different levels, and so they didn't say anything about THC 8. So it's kind of like loopholed in.
Huh. Very interesting. A
But
body
yeah,
high.
A little bit more of a body high, exactly. But not CBD, but like you actually feel it.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Do
oh,
you
so
still
I gotta
want to play
go.
video games?
I don't know, but I think I need to go buy about a half dozen brownies and bring them on home and
Of course.
see what the hell happens. Can only make COD better,
Yeah.
especially with all the cheats that are going on in that game right now.
Yeah, sure. I'm looking at empanadas.
Dude, there's a cheat now in Call of Duty where if you're a hacker, you can just end the game and automatically win.
What? I need
Yeah.
to give that to my brother.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Well, that takes the fun out of it. yeah.
Exactly. It takes all the fun out of it. All the fun out of it. I may have to find a new first-person shooter. I don't know. God, dude, they got to get rid of the cheats.
Yeah.
There's so much hacking and cheats going on, and they have no anti-cheat stuff. Like if you go to what's the other Apex? Like Apex Legends, they have anti-cheats in their program so that you can't cheat like you can in COD. And now we're at the point in COD where
It makes it not fun.
Well, everyone knows about these cheats, and it's all the friggin' PC players, bro, because the console players can't cheat. It's all the PC players shooting through walls and crap like this, having these hacks so they can see you through walls. And it's just annoying as hell. But it's getting to the point where it's tough to even play the game anymore because you're running into cheaters all the friggin' time, and it's obvious.
That's annoying.
It is so annoying. So, but for some reason, they won't implement anti-cheat software.
My brother
and, so
and my
annoying.
boys want to play with you.
Yeah, do they play?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah, you're going to give them my name. Yeah,
They
tell 'em
drop.
Yeah.
They're in the gulag.
Yeah, man. Tell them to friend me up. Toasted Kane.
All right.
Anybody. Just PlayStation Network name is Toasted Kane.
But there's one exception.
What?
Like, there's one rule. You can't curse at my brother.
I can't curse. I would never curse at your brother. I would curse at the bastard that just shot me.
Okay.
I curse at the 12-year-old that just shot me.
No, he's how old is he? He's 19.
No, that's fine. No, I'm telling you, I legitimately curse at 12-year-olds who shoot me. That's who I curse at, and they curse back at me.
It's funny because I've seen like a ton of people play COD, and everyone curses except for my brother, because I've never heard him curse before.
Good for him.
He's a living angel.
Does he thank the people for shooting?
Yeah, right.
He almost does. He goes like, "Hey,
so
I
he's
hope
a
you
kind
guys are
soldier.
doing good."
He's a kind soldier.
Kind. He goes like, "I hope God is blessing."
Hey, man,
you.
I'm real. So what I'll do is I'll shoot you so that you're down and you can't self-revive, and then while you're sitting there just lying on the ground, I'll run over to you and I'll start teabagging you, jumping up and down on your face. You can like jump up and down on their face like a teabag, like kind of. It was basically it's kind of like what Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were doing on the Grammys on Sunday night on that bed.
Wow.
Because that was something. That was something. We didn't talk about that yesterday, but that was something.
So my ADD just kicked in.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through Tier Maker, and there's an ultimate MILF/GILF tier list.
Oh, I think that might be. Yeah, we're doing that today.
But it is the biggest list you've ever seen.
Well, whatever. We got time. It's a 2-hour talk show.
They don't label these people.
That's the problem. They got to label them. Or at least
Look
you
at
got to be able
this.
to know. Oh, that's too many. No, that's too many. No, we need to. You got
to 2-hour
trim it
list.
down to like 20.
Oh,
that's
dude.
just too damn many.
A-Rod and J-Lo.
Well, now, are they? Well, we'll talk about this when we get back, because now are they just on a split? Or are they trying to work things through? We'll see. The J-Lo, A-Rod, the latest news coming up next on your source for entertainment news, OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
Join the Inter Miami family in 2021 by becoming a 2021 season ticket member. Enjoy enhanced access benefits and pricing not available to general fans. Visit intermiamicf.com/tickets for more information.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling on it.
The dad joke. Corny, groan-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off for school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
These are unprecedented times, challenging how the YMCA works to strengthen community as we have for nearly 170 years. But we've always found ways to help people and communities in times of crisis. Right now, Ys across the country are providing emergency childcare, shelter, food programs, and outreach to seniors. but we can't do it alone. Whether you're connected to the Y or have a fond Y memory, we need you to stay with us. Reach out to your local Y today and stay with us for a better us.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Good morning, Miami. I'm Marsh with your Onside Sports Morning Update. The Cardiac Cats keep winning as they come back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Blackhawks 6-3 last night. Florida has now won 4 in a row, and they're 7-1-2 in their last 10. The Heat go for their 5th straight win tonight as they host the Cavaliers. Tip-off from the 888 is at 8. Bam Adebayo and Avery Bradley have both been upgraded to probable. Check that. Avery Bradley has been upgraded to questionable. Ryan Fitzpatrick is leaving Miami as yesterday he agreed to a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Washington football team. This is South Florida's new choice for local sports talk, OnsideRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
8:35, Tuesday morning. This is OnsideRadio.com. You're listening to 4th and 20. Streaming live at OnsideRadio.com, Podbean app, Radio.net app, Radio FM app, MyTuner Radio app, so many different radio apps we are streaming live on, and streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So go ahead to those channels, search Onside Radio, and follow and subscribe, please. We'd appreciate it. Before we get back into some of the discussion, we were talking about video games, and your brothers wanted to play me in COD.
Yeah.
They are younger than me. More time for video games, less time for sex. That is the finding of a U.S. study which tracks the sex lives of 2,000 men and women over the past year. Number of those that did not have non-romantic sexual encounters rose from 11% to 15%. Obviously, among young men aged 18 to 24, the number increased from 18% to 30%. Had no sexual activity over the last year.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's been a lockdown. Been trapped at home by yourself. Yeah.
Tinder dates.
Well, so here's what they found. They found that a large percentage of these young men, now that they have given up sex during the pandemic, not by their choice, but just because they were locked down, that now after a year they're like, I can give this up permanently in terms of radio and instead just play video games all day. I would give up sex for video games. That's what they're saying. Not me.
What they're saying.
That's what they're saying. That having been on lockdown and being denied sex for a year, that now they're so used to playing video games, they just give up sex for video games.
America's imploding. Oh, my gosh. I hate...
Of the survey, 10% still living with mom and dad.
Okay. But really, though, like...
They say living at home and depending on their families may also be a factor in younger people's sexual decline. Well, yes. It's tougher to bring a girl home when mom and dad are there. But then you don't have a job. You got to find a little cheesy motel to bring her to.
Or her place.
Oh, her place. What if she lives with mom and dad as well?
Well,
yeah, exactly.
It's late at night.
All right. Football news. Free agency started in earnest yesterday. We'll see what the Dolphins end up doing. But my favorite move of the day, and I want to talk to you about this, Marsh, because you're an NFC East guy. And you're excited because you got Dak Prescott back.
Yay.
I still think Washington is the best team in the division. And now they have a quarterback.
Oh, my gosh, no.
They won the division last year.
They did.
With the worst quarterback in the division, even after Dak got hurt.
Wait, time out. Who's the guy that they...
Henkel or whatever.
Yeah, you're all on here. You're all on board.
Heineke, whatever it was, yeah.
I thought his name was something totally different.
I think Heineke or Heineke, something like that. Heineken, something like that. I don't know. Green bottle guy, lizard, I don't know. But you need to have an elder statesman, so they bring in Fitzmagic. And, bro, oh, yeah, dude. They're going to beat the Cowboys again.
I guarantee that the Cowboys will have a better record.
Oh, my God, no. Oh,
yes.
No. Oh, no.
Dak is back.
Dak is back. What does that mean?
He was throwing for 500 yards a game. We'll be fine.
What have you guys done when Dak has been back?
We've won the division more than Washington.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And what has that gotten you?
More titles, division titles than Washington. That's all we're talking about right now. Dallas against Washington.
I love Fitz with that team.
I love
They've
Fitz.
got a better defense than you.
It sucks that I have to hate him now.
I know. Well, you're going to hate him more when he beats you.
He's not going to beat us.
Oh, come on now.
He's not going
with
to beat
that
us.
defense. Come on, your defense is soft.
Yeah, but
you got
our
nothing.
offense?
Your offense is a joke.
What are you talking about?
Please,
a
you got the most overpaid running back in the league.
Well, that's true. That's very true. But look at what the offense was doing with that.
I like CeeDee Lamb. I'm not sold on Amari.
What?
What do you I love CeeDee.
You're not sold on him.
I love CeeDee. I love CeeDee better than Amari.
Okay. I love CD too.
Yeah.
He's got 88.
I like
we got
him.
Gallup.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to you guys not beating
Offensive line.
the Washington football team again.
I will. We are winning the division.
Uh-huh.
We're going 12-4. That's what that's saying. No, we're going
12-4.
We're going 12-4, 11-5.
I think there's 17 games this year.
Yeah.
So you're not
they're going
12-5. 12. Oh, they're going to add in a loss on.
Yeah.
Instead of going 13-4, they're going to go 12-5.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's good.
Sure. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes. No. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what could possibly go wrong with that.
So that's good. So we're good. So everything is good.
I am looking forward to Fitzpatrick leading Washington to another division title, and how you'll react to that all
entering
season long.
his 17th year.
$10 million. He signed a Jay Cutler deal, the 1 year $10 million deal.
Love Jay
Cutler.
Cutler.
It's good money if you can get it.
Genius move.
You should go sign Jay Cutler.
What?
The Cowboys should go sign Jay Cutler. Well, because if Dak goes down, Andy Dalton's going to the Bears.
Oh, is he?
That's what Sean Stanley
That's
told
the.
me.
That's going to be
That's what sources are
That's
saying.
the Bears' upgrade at quarterback.
Oh,
is Andy Dalton.
and on the latest mock draft, they have Washington drafting Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is going to be great.
And you'd love to have him learn under a guy like Fitzpatrick for a year.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And learn how to beat the Cowboys.
What about the guy that you were all in on? Heineke.
I'm not all in. I just said, hey, I like the guy. Heineke.
We need to go into the archives and pull up.
All right, so that's your job today. Go into the archives.
I won't.
Pull that out.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I got to cover practice after this.
What do you mean cover practice?
I got to go talk to the Canes coaches. For the
on
players.
Zoom?
Yeah. Gotta see
you can do that right next door.
He's got to do that on Zoom.
Got to see what's up in Coral Gables.
Oh my! It's a Zoom. It's a Zoom.
Well, I'm not going to
do
go
it on
back
your
through.
phone.
I'm not going to go back through every single segment episode. But this was right after. I think this was right after or right before the wild card round of the playoffs.
Oh, so you should go back and listen to those couple weeks.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you should.
But yeah, you were all on him. You were all in on him. All in.
Yeah.
But now Fitzpatrick's here.
I love Fitzmagic.
Remember the game against the Raiders this past year? That was fun.
Yeah.
Christmas
I am
miracle.
a huge fan of Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Who isn't?
Exactly.
Everyone loves Fitz. He's a Harvard man.
Yes.
He's a
Smarty.
Harvard man. He's
Smarty
a smarty
pants.
Do I look tan, by the way?
Did you lay out? You do. Well, you're tanner than me. That's not saying much.
So what the hell are you saying? Am I tan?
Listen, I'm allergic to the sun. Yeah, you are. You are tan.
Nice.
Were you laying out? Were you trying to be tan?
Yeah,
Laying out with your
I
cocoa
always
butter?
try to be tan. But yeah, we laid out a lot.
How did your big date go?
Big date. Oh, it didn't end up happening.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What happened? She ghosted you?
We had a family dinner.
Oh, you didn't want to invite her over for that?
No.
No.
Family
okay.
comes first.
Gotcha. So you're gonna see her or no?
She's back in Utah, but I'm taking her to a wedding in June.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
She's your wedding date.
She's my wedding date. I'm
nice.
a groomsman.
Oh, is she a bridesmaid?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But she's a doll.
She's a doll.
She's great.
Oh,
They're all great.
You can get the brutal honesty every day, noon to 3, with the Big Go and the Onside Zone on your home for sports talk in South Florida. It is OnsideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new Papadia, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
You're listening to the only sports station in South Florida that likes to take your calls. 888-441-4623. We connect with a South Florida sports fan because we are South Florida. Locally owned and operated. 888-441-4623. OnSideRadio.com. South Florida's home for real sports talk.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Whoa! Awesome. Where were you, Jill?
Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
These are unprecedented times, challenging how the YMCA works to strengthen community as we have for nearly 170 years. But we've always found ways to help people and communities in times of crisis. Right now, Ys across the country are providing emergency childcare, shelter, food programs, and outreach to seniors. But we can't do it alone. Whether you're connected to the Y or have a fond Y memory, we need you to stay with us. Reach out to your local Y today and stay with us for a better us.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
Let's get back to the 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
4th and 20. Just in Marsh, Tuesday morning. Hope you guys are doing well. It is 8:48. Before we get into our new segment, the little news segment that we do pretty much every day at 8:50, are you familiar with Salt Bay?
What?
Marsh. Salt Bay, the famous chef that does the
Oh, yeah, I follow him on
sprinkles the salt.
Instagram.
Okay.
Looked incredible.
So you know he's got a restaurant down here.
Yes.
New Surette. It's on Brickell. Someone posted a receipt that a party of 6 had there back in October.
Okay.
They checked in at 10 p.m. and they checked out at 1 a.m. 6 people, their total bill, $6,200. It's insane, bro. So there is he has a steak on the menu.
What?
A tomahawk steak.
Okay.
Called the Golden Tomahawk. It is covered in 14-karat gold shavings. That steak costs $1,000. The good news is, though, after you have the steak, the next day, when you go to the bathroom, you can use like a strainer and try to get some of that gold out and get the money back.
That's so dumb.
You can go ahead and get it's insane. They had what did they have? They had where was 6. Here you go. This is right up your 6 Johnny Walker Blues.
Oh, what?
Guess how much 6 Johnny Walker Blues cost them?
$1,200.
$550.
Oh.
$1,200, Jesus.
Sometimes it's $200.
2 sides of mashed potato, $40. 2 sides of spinach, $40. Get the hell out of here. A Sprite, $10.
Looks like I will not be going there.
Oh my God, dude! Like everything. I mean, if you want a tomahawk steak that doesn't have gold all over it, yeah, $275. Their subtotal was $4,900. The 18% service charge for the waiter waitress already added on. That came out to $900. That's a nice little tip for them. There's a place you want to get a job working.
Wow.
So there you go. That is a place I will not ever. What's the most expensive meal you've ever had? You know?
Probably a place called Nobu.
Dude, that's what I was about to say.
You been to Nobu?
We went to Nobu on South Beach, and this is Nobu is owned by a famous chef, and Robert De Niro is a partner in
And
that.
also Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay. So we went down to the Nobu on South Beach. God, dude, this is 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we ordered like a beef carpaccio, sort of an appetizer. But the way it was on the menu, it made it seem like it wasn't as expensive as it was.
Yeah.
Or we just didn't read it right. And we ended up getting 2 plates of a thinly sliced like beef carpaccio, and each one was like $100.
Yeah,
and we were like, what?
I've been. I haven't. I didn't know there was one in Miami. I
don't know if there still is or was like 20 years ago.
I know the famous one's in Malibu,
Okay.
and that's where I've been there twice now. And like you're asking, like, because I've been to expensive meals with like my father, and but he paid for it obviously.
Right.
I paid for Nobu once, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Like
But
the
I mean,
food?
No.
Oh,
The
just
food's incredible.
Experience of paying for it.
The experience of, but I mean, the thing is, like, it's like the place to be. Like,
Sure, I
I
gotta
mean,
be seen, yeah.
Kanye's always there.
Of course.
Pete Davidson goes.
Mhm,
So,
okay.
But yeah, that's probably the most expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us do.
I'm very cheap though.
Wow.
I'm extremely cheap.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You want to put that out there so all the girls know.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
There you go.
if you guys like, yeah, if we're going to drinks, it's happy hour.
Let's do some news.
4th and 20 news.
All right, we will start. When it comes to the tech world, the world is going to want more of you, and you can count the world of adult entertainment getting into it. That's where Kiro comes in. The new Titan VR experience looks to be a game changer in the VR porn arena. Virtual reality porn. It has a VR headset that links to a, quote, interactive vibrating stroker that's said to make, quote, the old way of enjoying adult video content seem like something out of prehistoric caveman times. Probably because rocks, if this seems like something that's going to get your motor running, you can expect to pay $199 plus taxes and shipping and handling to get your Titan VR porn interactive vibrating stroker. All I'm going to say is that someone's going to buy that, and the stroker's going to break. And we're going to hear about a guy that's got his you-know-what stuck in a stroker.
No!
And he had to call 911, and they had to use the jaws of life and like a buzzsaw.
It's like
to cut the
something about
stroker
Mary.
off. Exactly. Like you can
Got your
already
thing.
see it happening.
Got your Frank stuck in the beans?
You can already see the headline writes itself. All right. The Delta chapter of Kappa Kappa Gamma at Indiana University in Bloomington has been suspended after hazing allegations surfaced concerning the sorority. Allegedly, senior sorority sisters told around 50 pledges to brace themselves for something called blow or blow. That's where they'd have to choose between snorting a line of cocaine or performing oral favors on a random dude. Eventually, the pledges were told, once they made a choice, they were told, oh, we're just joking.
Yeah.
You don't have to do either one of them. But it would make them make a choice. Apparently,
So they didn't do it.
they didn't do it, no.
I dated a Kappa Kappa Gamma.
But once news got out, the sorority was ordered to cease all activities. The national head of the thing, they're doing an investigation. You can't do blow or blow.
You can't even joke about it.
Apparently, no, you cannot. And finally, this is great news.
Yeah, that really blows.
While millions of people receive the COVID-19 vaccination, millions more are still waiting for more doses to become available. Hello, I'm one of them. Until then, a new study finds a popular ingredient in cannabis can block the virus from spreading through your lungs. Researchers in Chicago say CBD keeps SARS-CoV-2, the virus causing COVID-19, from replicating in the lungs and causing severe damage. Wow, that is huge.
It's big.
It is big. Go get that CBD, people.
Yeah.
Smoke it all.
Smoke
it all, and you won't even need a vaccine. No, that's not true. Still get the vaccine. But maybe this is why I haven't been knocked on my butt front by it.
Yeah.
You know, all that CBD I'm ingesting on a daily basis.
Great CBD.
Nothing wrong with CBD. CBD is good stuff. For those of you that are unaware, that is the non-psychoactive chemical in marijuana. So if you do the CBD, you're not going to get all crazy high. You will just stop the COVID vaccine from spreading in your lungs, which is good stuff there. And that is the news. We got second hour coming up. We got the Heat playing tonight.
Yes, going for 5.
Ira Winderman will be coming on at 9:20 to discuss that. At 9:40, we'll be doing Tier Maker Tuesday. Do you know what tiers we're going to do yet? Have you decided?
I have not.
I know you were looking at one for like MILFs and GILFs, but there were too many people.
MILFs.
Yeah, you should probably do one that's sports related.
Really?
I don't know. You don't have to, but
It's always good to be playing.
Just saying. You could,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Do one sports.
They just don't
one
have enough like
non-sports.
NFL.
Well, you know what? If you plan more, you could do your own tiers. This site allows you to do your own tiers.
Oh, I could do.
So you'd have to put a
they
little
should
time and
hire
effort.
me to make tiers.
Well, there you go. They should. You should send them an email.
I love
Apply for the
tiers.
job.
It's not a bad idea. I could make so many NFL tiers.
Onside Radio enters Kai's Corner with Kai every day. He follows us at 10 a.m. You can join Kai as he discusses the biggest stories in South Florida sports. Tune in every day from 10 a.m. until noon for Kai's Corners on the home for South Florida Sports Talk. This is OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Okay, men. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't. Because That's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
No wimpy corporate-led radio station here. You're listening to the only station in South Florida that truly gives you a voice. OnSideRadio.com.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think he would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20.
Tuesdays are better.
Yeah, they are.
At what? It's just better.
I'm very excited. It's Tuesday.
You're weird. You're such a weird person.
This whole show is
weird.
Kind of weird.
Weird.
Not weird, but like exciting weird.
Sure, whatever floats your boat. Enough talk. Enough talking.
Start the show! Start the show! Here's Toast and Marsh.
.901, 4th and 20. This is OnSideRadio.com. I'm Toasty as Marsh. NFL free agency began yesterday, and the big names just started flying off the board very quickly. The Patriots making major moves as they try to, 11 straight years of winning the division, get snapped last year. They see their quarterback leave and go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl. Bill Belichick wants to wants to reload and give it a shot this year. My question for you is, Marsh, while the Patriots are doing that, the Dolphins did nothing.
No, we signed a tight end / fullback.
Again, yes.
They did nothing. Adding insult is the fact that the Patriots literally signed 7 players?
Here's the thing, and I think that it was an issue. I think Dolphins fans just made an assumption that the Bills are they won the division and they're a young team and they're not going anywhere anytime soon, and the Dolphins certainly have made strides over the last couple of years with Flo, and I think some Dolphins fans were thinking that the Patriots are just going to go ahead and realize that their time has come to an end. They'll strip it down, they'll rebuild, they'll be bad for a few years.
No,
and that's not what's going to happen. The Patriots want to win this division again. And Belichick is making the moves that he believes he needs to make to do that. And so to think that the Patriots were just going to stand back and allow the Bills and the Dolphins to try to run roughshod over this division for the next couple years. It's not going to happen. And, they went out and they made the first move yesterday. Now, Buffalo doesn't have nearly as many moves they have to make, but the Dolphins have moves they have to make.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
They did not get in on the first tier of free agents.
They did not make the playoffs last year, so they
You're right,
need to
10
get
wins,
better.
still didn't make the playoffs. We've been talking about the offensive line. We've been talking about the running back. Aaron Jones obviously staying with Green Bay. How are we feeling about their lack of inaction yesterday?
Well, I think it's one day, but the only thing I'm saying is that it's amplified because of the moves that the Patriots make and that they're being so aggressive.
Right.
I don't. Do you go after when do you think the big signing is going to come for the Dolphins, or is there going to be a big signing?
I thought if there was going to be a big signing for the Dolphins, it would come from the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
I thought that's where they would be most likely because there was so much. I like the amount of talent there. I like the kid from Carolina. I just thought going there, getting a proven person, then drafting someone, moving on from Devontae Parker and that whole crew, Albert Wilson, all those guys would just be the best. But maybe not.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel's still available. There's a ton of...
And they have money.
Yeah, they do have money. The Jets signed a receiver yesterday.
Yep.
So, I don't know. What about Juju?
No.
No?
No, I think no. I don't know. No. I don't want a guy. No, I don't think he's a flow type of player. Juju is he likes to get the attention on himself.
What about
he
Sammy
likes
Watkins?
the spotlight. No, Sammy Watkins. Come on, dude. What, he gets to play, 8 games a year?
T.Y. Hilton.
I love T.Y., but I love T.Y. 7 years ago.
I love Will Fuller for the Texans.
No.
I really, not as a number 1, but as a number 3.
He never does anything. He's a deep threat that, if your quarterback can get him the ball, maybe he can do I don't think he's worth the money.
Okay. All right.
I just don't think I think he has been someone that, I've had him on fantasy a couple times, just a waste. He's a waste.
Okay. All right.
I would not be paying him $10, $11 million a year.
I saw the Seahawks. They're waving a running back. Is that what I saw?
Chris Carson?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're not going to sign him. Listen,
Okay.
they'd love to keep him, but again, you're not healthy.
So it's DJ time.
No, they're going after Leonard Fournette. They have an offer on the table to Leonard Fournette. I guess the Buccaneers are weighing whether or not they want to match that or, play games and negotiate.
I still can't believe this deal that Nelson Aguilar got.
Dude, I can't believe both of them got a combined $50-some-odd million. And for those two receivers, Aguilar's getting $12 million a year for 2 years, I believe, or something, or $13 million a year.
$13 million, yeah. Who's the other receiver?
Bourne. I barely even heard of the guy.
Yeah, I don't know. They got a good tight end though.
Jonah, the kid from Tennessee.
So
we'll see. Listen, we'll see what Chris
and
Greer
they got
and the Dolphins
they
do.
got the Dolphins defensive tackle. What's his name? Davon. Davon.
I don't know.
Sean.
Devon Gottschall?
Yeah, Devon.
Davon.
4-year, $56 million, I think. So their Patriots are making moves, man.
Listen, they had plenty of money under the cap, even with the contraction of the $20 million that everybody lost out on, and they're making some moves. We'll see if they pan out. Listen, they made a big move last year. Cam Newton didn't work out.
No, and they re-signed.
And they re-signed him for $14 million now. Last year, he was making nothing. Now he's actually getting paid. So,
that's the one move that.
But where else are you going to go? Look at the deal.
Draft a quarterback.
No, but you're not going to draft a quarterback and win right now.
No, you're not. But, you surround him with the right pieces.
I don't think that's what Bill Belichick wants to do.
I think that it would put you in a better position than having Cam Newton.
What about the Saints? So the Saints end up giving Taysom Hill this giant deal, which is a fake deal because the entire thing is voidable. Every single year the deal is voidable with zero cap implications, no dead money attached.
It's such a weird deal.
Such a weird deal. And then they signed Jameis yesterday. Yeah. I think for what, $12 million a year for 1 year?
6.9.
I thought it was 1 year for $12 million.
I don't think so.
No?
They were just talking about it on Good Morning America.
Who do you think's their starter next year, Jameis?
Taysom.
Come on now. He's not a quarterback.
Who started the games last year?
Yeah,
but when Drew was out.
But he's no. Dude,
1 year, $12 million.
Yeah, it is 1 year, $12 million. Yeah, I don't think you're paying him $12 million to be your backup.
I just think it's going to be Taysom.
All right.
I think Taysom is a better athlete than Jameis Winston.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
Stop.
is.
No, he's not.
An athlete? Yes, he is.
No, as an athlete?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Jameis Winston has a better arm, but Taysom Hill is more elusive. And
Yeah, are we playing quarterback or running back?
Well, I'm just saying, like, as an athlete, like, Taysom Hill's better. Let's
I
just
think
ask
it's
Manny Diaz
marginal.
about Taysom Hill.
I think it's marginal difference in
know.
athletic ability.
I don't know.
All right, we've got Ira Winderman. He'll be coming up at about 9:20. Talk about the Heat. I also want to talk to him about Washington. I am fascinated. Listen, it's the NBA. If you have 2 superstars on your squad, I don't understand how you're 10 games under 500.
Because one of the superstars is Russell Westbrook.
Well, I get it, but I just didn't. Listen, I didn't think they were going to be a top 4 seed or top 5 seed or maybe not even make the play. But I didn't see them as literally being 4 games better than the worst record in the conference.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook.
It sucks for Bradley Beal.
I mean,
man.
there's only 5 guys on the court at one time. If you have 2 superstars, you should at least be a 500 team in the NBA. Like, there's no excuse around that. There's no, Scott Brooks is just awful.
He is so bad.
He is. I couldn't believe when OKC fired him, I could not believe that he was signed so quickly by another squad. He is just not good.
No, I've never really been a fan of him.
Neither have I.
And yeah, it's obvious that him and Russell just, I don't. Maybe they thought that they could try and reconnect them, but no. Poor Bradley Beal.
I know.
I want him so bad.
Someone's got to save him and get him out of there.
And I always
I thought it was
going
to be the Heat, but it's not because, listen, the Heat have room for this offseason to almost have one more max player. Not quite a max player, but they'll have enough for one more. And then they're done for 3 to 5 years.
Yes.
Because you're going to want to keep Hero, Duncan Robinson. Like, if these guys all get signed to extensions, then that's it. This is the last big piece you might be able to pick up. And it's not going to be a max player. It'll be a close to max player. But you're not going to have a full max spot available because of the extension that you gave Bam last year.
Well, trade deadline. It's next week, man.
I'm just saying. So
got to ask that about. Got to ask
yeah,
Ira.
we can ask Ira about that. Last night there was an interesting situation in the Knicks in the Brooklyn Nets game. Came down to the end, man. Listen, and I don't want to just load on NBA officials because it's not just them. It's all professional officials are just awful. They've gotten the level of officiating has gotten worse as my life has gone on.
You think?
I think so. And last night in the NBA was about as egregious an issue. Julius Randle is sitting there outside of the 3-point line, and he goes up to take a shot, and the ball is tipped, so he comes back down with it, and they call an up and down traveling. And Julius Randle almost took out all the officials. He had to be
I don't know if
back.
I've ever seen that called.
He had to be held back, and it was such a crap, easy call to me. I mean,
I gotta see this.
Yeah, so we have a few audio cuts of this, Sean. First, Julius Randle on his response.
I was just frustrated. Obviously, we fought so hard to come back and try to win the game. So, I was just frustrated, and that was pretty much it.
Kyrie then said,
I saw him lining up for a jump shot. I felt like I could get a good hand on it. Scott called travel. I thought Julius made a good play afterwards, putting it down. I was going to foul him after that just to get him to the free throw line.
Yeah, but you didn't have to because
pissed.
the refs, dude, he was furious.
That's pretty bad.
It was a garbage call. It was a garbage call, and the fact that they didn't go to replay or anything, I mean.
Yeah, what's the replay for anyway?
I don't know, but listen, and I have been against NBA refs for years. I think they are literally the worst. But Major League Baseball umps are right there. They can't call balls and strikes. And NFL officials can't call pass interference. I mean, so all these officials are awful. But the stuff that NBA officials miss on a routine, whether it's travel calls or whatever, is astounding to me.
Or just the number of fouls that they do call.
Yeah, it is just amazing how many calls they miss on any given night. And part of it, and I know this was a big thing a couple years ago, I forgot who it was that said it. I think there should be an age limit to officials. I believe once you hit 50, 55, you're done.
Okay, yeah.
I believe it should be a young man's profession. I believe it should be someone from 30 to 45 because you're athletic, you can keep up with these players, you have better eyesight, you're quicker. I think once you hit 50, I'm sorry, go do something else.
And old guys usually have something against the new guys.
And when you look at these officials, bro, they're all old. They're all old guys. Like they are well past their prime. Physically, well, they're all on high blood pressure medication for crying out loud. They've got cholesterol issues. They've got weight issues. And these guys are like, I mean, give me a break. They're all old.
You don't like old people.
I have no problem with old people, but they shouldn't be refereeing in sporting events.
No, I agree
that
with
are
that.
being competed
I'm fine with
by
that.
people that are 18 to 25 in an exceptionally fast, quick movers. Like, I mean,
I've never thought of that before.
It's not a shot at older people. It's just as you get older, certain things diminish.
It's a high-paced and
Exactly.
increasingly faster-paced game.
You're not as quick. You don't have your eyes don't focus as quick as they did when you were in your 30s as when you're in your 50s. That's just fact. That's not an insult to anybody. So as a result, the officials, if we're going to do that, you should factor that in. Hey, listen, players can't play forever. Why? Because their skills get diminished. Drew Brees couldn't keep going back out there with no arm strength, but a referee can go back out there with a bad leg or with bad eyesight, and no one cares.
Yeah, I just watched that call.
It's just awful, but it happens all the time.
And that cost the Knicks the game.
It cost the Knicks a shot at the game, and I don't care about the Knicks, and I don't care about the Nets, but it's just and it's not like this doesn't this is like an exception. This happens every night, every single night. They do the final 2 minutes in the NBA. And how often in the final 2 minutes are there at least 2 or 3 blown calls? That the NBA's like, yeah, well, that was wrong. Yeah, it could have affected the game, but oh well.
You want to see something crazy? Or you want to hear something crazy? You want to know how well the top teams in the East are playing right now?
Oh, dude, it's insane. Those top 4 teams.
Sixers, Nets,
yes.
Bucks, Heat.
Yeah,
The Sixers are 8-2 in their last 10, and the Nets, Bucks, and Heat are all 9-1 in their last 10.
They're separating, man. The top 4 teams are separating right now.
Wow.
Yeah, they are leaving everyone behind, including the Boston Celtics.
And I'm looking at the schedule right now. We got the Cavs tonight.
Yep.
We got the Grizzlies tomorrow in Memphis. Pacers on Friday. Pacers again on Sunday. Suns, Trailblazers, then the Hornets.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't. Are you saying, yeah, double digits? Double-digit win streak? Oh!
I'm just saying.
Just Jesus.
For the next week. Sean.
Just
Hey,
kick
Sean.
the living hell out of them.
Sean, the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, baby.
We got 6?
Yeah, 7.
5, 6,
Don't do
7,
it.
8,
Don't
9,
do
10,
it.
3, carry the 3.
11.
Divide it by 2.
11.
11.
There's no reason we can't win 11 in a row. Remember, like 2 months ago, we were done.
I know.
Look at us
Done.
now.
We're getting a home playoff series. And let me just tell you right now, watch out, Milwaukee. We're coming for your ass at 3.
We're coming for your ass.
We're coming for your ass at number 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, Milwaukee. Get ready, Giannis.
Yes.
How you like that extension you signed now, Giannis? How's that working out for you, Milwaukee?
Well,
Are you
it's-
optimistic about a title coming soon?
Well, they're playing pretty good.
Oh, they are, but look who else is in their division with them. I mean, they got competition. He thought he was just going to skate to another conference title.
Skit-scatting.
Mm-hmm. Not so much. Ira Winterman coming up next. Talk some NBA, some Miami Heat, asking about the Wizards, asking about the officiating with Julius Randle last night.
Ask about a potential 11-game win streak.
Oh, there you go. You're listening to the only locally owned sports station in South Florida. This is OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Duncan to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans. Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
If you missed the J-Rod experience, then you missed this.
We're in Tampa, we're on Radio Row, we're in Ybor City, ahí comiendo un Cuban sandwich ahí con un tabaco. You know, there's only one thing. I heard something about Tampa on the news this week that Tampa is claiming, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't look this up. Tampa is claiming that they invented the Cuban sandwich. Tampa. I don't know. I mean, the first doubt I have in that theory is that they put salami in their Cuban sandwiches. ¿Qué es eso, caballero? I mean, to me, that's like pineapples on pizza. Where's Alex Dano? Dano needs to weigh in on this. I mean, you don't put pineapple on pizza and you don't put salami on a Cuban sandwich. Where's Mondo? Where's Laz? Mi gente, Tampa Cuban sandwich? I'm going to call that Nico Jones.
J-Rod experience every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. right here at OnSideRadio.com.
The fighting spirit of the Marine Corps is born of battles won. Battles won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's a promise made to you for more than 2 centuries. A promise of the Marines.
For over 20 years, Mr. Glass has been committed to the safety and satisfaction of our clients. Our products are the culmination of innovative engineering, aesthetic appeal, and the highest levels of quality. Through our legacy, Mr. Glass strives to impart the true meaning of quality, service, and sustainability to new generations. Reputation, experience, and trust is why clients choose Mr. Glass. Live the future now. Locate a dealer near you today.
It's time to talk Miami Heat with NBA insider Ira Winderman. It's the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Report, exclusively at OnSideRadio.com. Let's go over the latest headlines locally with the Miami Heat and league-wide in the NBA with our very own Ira Winderman.
9:20. Welcome to OnSideRadio.com. This is 4th and 20. I am Toast. He is Marsh. As always, we're going to go out to the phones, and from the Sun Sentinel is Ira Winderman. And Ira, listen, myself and Marsh, we've been talking to you this whole time since the start of the season. We have been all in. We have had zero doubts on this team. We have known that they were going to be successful the entire time. We have known that they were going to be this team. No. So listen, finally, Ira, we're starting to get to the Heat team that we all knew and loved last year.
Sure.
How much fun is this for you to finally be able to watch right now?
I mean, you know, it's almost like you'd rather do it the other way. That if you start up and you struggle a little, you never have that downtime where the doubts come in, where you're 7-14 and you're wondering about the whole thing. But guys, people who have followed the Heat for years know this is the pattern, that they take on water, and Eric Spoelstra is standing there, you know, on the lilting ship the whole time going, everything is fine. There's nothing to worry about. And then we come on radio once a week on your show, and we talk about how it's all going to crap. And they always come around. I mean, this team has had a way. I'm not saying this is as dramatic as when they were 11-30 and then went 30-11 over the second half of the season. But this is a team, because of the system and the style and the culture, that it takes time to sort of find that groove. But once they find that groove, they stay in the groove, and I think that's what you're seeing right now. Even with Bam Adebayo missing the last 4 games, it really seems there's a sense of style, particularly on the defensive end, and a sense of roles and what each of the components has to do to make the whole that much better.
Okay, so Ira, you mentioned about Bam Adebayo. I believe he's been upgraded to probable tonight. So do you think that the injury problems are starting to go away for Miami?
You know what? I never want to say that only because this is such a unique year where it's not just injuries, where it's also the COVID factor, where it's also the contact tracing. So, I mean, look, injuries happen. Goran Dragic has been very injury-prone this season, so I'm not going to say anything when you have players like Jimmy that are 31, Goran that's 34, Andre Iguodala that's 37. That's part of the inherent risk you take. What I like is there seem to be other options. And the other thing is today, Avery Bradley was upgraded to questionable after missing the last 18 games with that calf strain. So now you can have a little bit more reliable depth, sort of as Kelly Olynyk showed us in the way he stepped up with Bam being out. So I don't think you could ever say injuries are gone. The game just lends itself to that. What I think you could say is the Heat have had others, including Kendrick Nunn, who have stepped up so you can sort of survive it a little bit better. I think that's what this last month or so has been about.
Ira, you mentioned, you rattled off some of the ages of some of the elder guys on the roster. And one of the issues is when you start off a season, you dig yourself a hole, and then you have to climb out of it. That takes a lot of energy to expend to get yourself going again. And sometimes towards the end of the season, you'll hit a wall. Do you have any concern that some of these older guys that, having to kind of put the pedal to the metal so soon in the season could have adverse effects come playoffs?
I don't, because I think Eric Spoelstra has been really prudent about it. Guys, I can't tell you how many times the Heat are there at the start of the fourth quarter, and it's a 2-point game, or it's tied, or the other team starts pulling away, and I'm sitting there and tweeting, where the heck is Jimmy? Why isn't Jimmy back in the game? What's Spoelstra doing with Jimmy? And he has been so prudent to go through those 2, 3, 4 minutes before putting Jimmy back in there for that finishing kick that I think Eric Spoelstra's done a really good job. Same thing with Andre Iguodala. Andre Iguodala is sort of like the old Cadbury Easter egg. It only shows up, rarely, like once a year. Andre shows up in the fourth quarter. I almost have to check the bench early to see if Andre's at the game yet in the first quarter or the second quarter. He's done a really good job with measuring the time for guys. Eric Spoelstra knows. He's been through enough deep playoff runs to know that it's the final 2 months, the 2 months of the playoffs that matter the most. That I think he's done a really good job at that. That he, as he said the other day, he went 11 deep in the first half. He's gone 10 deep pretty routinely. And I think the fact of having Avery Bradley back and Bam Adebayo back gives him a little bit more of that. But look, we've seen guys like Chris Silva show up out of nowhere. I think he's done a good job. I think this team, when it comes to a fatigue standpoint, will be in good shape other than the schedule of unrelenting games. So I would keep an eye on that. And you know what, guys? If it does level off, and if they get to a point where they're in a comfortable playoff seed, I could see on some of these back-to-backs some of the veterans given the occasional day off, Andre Iguodala, Goran Dragic, maybe even Jimmy here and there.
Okay, so we talked about the schedule, and obviously the games are, relentless and, back-to-back. And up until now, the Heat have had maybe the toughest schedule in the NBA. But up in, now, we don't – until we play the Lakers on April 8th, Ira, it seems like our schedule kind of cools off a little bit as far as the teams that we play. Do you think there's kind of a sense of relief, with the players in the Heat locker room with that?
Yeah, they know that you wind up playing everyone equal to everyone else, here or there, except for one or two teams. And they knew they were through the gauntlet. And we all looked at this schedule. And coming into the second half of the season, depending on what metrics you looked at, the Heat had the second, the third, or the fourth easiest schedule, second easiest by opponent winning percentage in the Eastern Conference. It's also so much up to opposing teams and their injury situations. And it seemed like every game that the Heat was without Bam Adebayo, the team they were playing was even in worse injury shape. We certainly saw that in the two games recently against the Orlando Magic when their entire perimeter rotation was out. So these are the ones you feast on. These are the ones that got away early in the season. The blown lead against Charlotte, the home loss to Washington, the home loss to Detroit. Again, they were finding their legs. So you could say all you want about how games are easy, but they found a way to lose these early in the season. So I think they're also, by finding their game, I don't think the opponent matters as much as them being true to what they want to be.
Ira, we live in an instant gratification society, and the minute sports start, we're always going to talk about, this guy is starting off, he's leading the MVP race, and this guy's coming up, and now he's leading the MVP race. Well, for the first time on social media over the last week, a lot of folks, and not Heat fans, are mentioning Jimmy Butler needs to be in this conversation. that if you're having an MVP conversation, you're not mentioning Jimmy Butler, then you're not having an MVP conversation. How do you feel about that?
The problem is the missed time. That Jimmy did miss 10 games in the COVID protocols, a couple of other 2-game absences for a couple of injuries. So, even right now, like I wrote a story at the Sun Sentinel today about how Jimmy's leading the NBA in steals, only he's not. He's the only player in the NBA averaging more than 2 per game, but he doesn't meet the minimum qualifications because he hasn't played enough games. And again, we always talk about in sports, one of the most important skills is availability. And right now, Jimmy still has to come around a little. He's missed a high percentage of his team's games, but I agree. The games that he's played, he's made a statement. And I think for Jimmy, the measuring stick is not going to be MVP. Because let's face it, MVP should go to a player on one of the elite teams. Not so sure the Heat's even going to have home court in the first round of the playoffs. So I think we need to be fair about that also. So the way I would put it is I think Jimmy should make All-NBA. He didn't make the All-Star game. So for whatever cockamamie reason, they figured he wasn't one of the top 24 players, top 26, 27 with injury replacements. But I think when they named the 15 players for All-NBA at the end of the season, and forward is loaded, because as long as you're going to have Giannis and you're going to have LeBron, and probably Kevin Durant, the first team is going to be off limits. I think that's the measuring stick for Jimmy. If Jimmy gets one of the 3 All-NBA teams, I think that's the best way for him to get his credit. I think he also should make one of the All-Defensive teams. So I think there's ways that Jimmy will get his credit. But you know what? That's going to be a product of where the Heat finish. If they finish 4th in the East, it's a lot easier to make that argument than, let's say, if they finish 6th. And for all the good lately, they're still in that heck of a race between like 4 and number 10 in the East. So I think the record.
Oh. Then we just lost you for a second. All right, go ahead, Mark.
Am I here?
Okay, sorry.
Am I breathing? Am I alive? Okay, let me check my pulse. Okay,
so Ira, next week on the 25th is the trade deadline. We've talked to you about, possible trades that the Heat could make. Do you think that it's like the Heat are in a position where they need to pick up maybe another player to this rotation and make a trade so that they
that's
can
really interesting. I'm going to be in the studio tomorrow with Ethan for our weekly half-hour show, and I almost want to talk to him also about that is one of the things we do as media people, one of the things we do as fans is live in the moment. So you guys remember, go back to 2-3 weeks we were talking, we were trading everyone. We had to remake the team. Now you're sitting here and you're in love with everyone. And, well, you can't move this guy. No, he's playing great. We can't do that. I mean, to me the barometer is this. I call it the Tyler Hero barometer. There have been times when I mentioned trading Tyler, everyone jumped in there. What are you crazy? He's the best thing ever. Then there were the last few weeks when people are going, we really should have traded Tyler when we could have. So I think what the Heat can't do is live in the moment. They have to assess the playoff possibilities for this team. And honestly, guys, they have to assess the future also and how it impacts them, a year, 2 years, 3 years going forward. I think they have to make at least a small move for a power forward. Because right now, even when Bam comes back in the power rotation, the only 2 reliable guys are Bam Adebayo and Kelly Olynyk. I think there was a point we were saying early in the season and Precious Achiuwa, but now Chris Silva's playing ahead of him a little. So I'm not even sure about that. So I think they need to sort of get this year's Jay Crowder. Could it be as simple as the buyout market? Yeah, that's possible a couple of weeks later. But I think if they don't address that, and there is an injury. And look at Bam in the finals last year when he missed a couple of games. Yep. All of a sudden, you have no Jay Crowder. Obviously, for whatever reasons you want to attribute it to, you have no Myers Leonard. You have Kelly Olynyk, and all of a sudden you're starting, no offense here, KZ Okpala in a playoff game. So, yeah, I think they have to at least make a move for a NBA quality veteran power forward.
Talking to Ira Winderman. Ira, great stuff. We'll get you out of here on this.
Sure.
A lot of us down here, listen, we all love Coach Spoelstra, and a lot of us believe that he doesn't get the appreciation league-wide outside of South Florida that he should. You're in the know. How is he viewed outside by other NBA folks?
By people in the NBA, he's viewed as absolute elite, maybe a half level below Greg Popovich, but in the discussion with any other coach in the NBA right now. And I think because of his longevity, he's outlasted all the flavors of the month. That, there were points, Brad Stevens, no one comes up with, greater after timeout plays than he does, and he's the master strategist. And then the Celtics suffered and never really reached their playoff destiny. So I think Eric Spoelstra is viewed as a top 3 NBA coach at least. I think he is viewed as an almost certain Hall of Famer. But I think Eric's thing is he doesn't search for the spotlight, and he'd rather stay out of it, and he'd rather keep his press conferences as short as possible and just do his job. There were other guys who were, look at me, look at me, look at me. That's not Eric Spoelstra. When you look at NBA coaches, I look at it this way. You can look at a bunch of NBA coaches and saying he's a future analyst. He's going to be in the broadcast booth. He's going to be on TNT. I don't see that for Eric Spoelstra. I don't see him wanting that. So because he sort of shuns a little of that, I think he sort of is almost too self-effacing, but I think he's viewed as absolutely elite. And every pregame we do, and I'm sure it'll be the same case tonight when we talk to the Cavaliers coach, they will talk about how the Heat among NBA teams are as ready on game nights as any.
Ira Winderman, everybody, great stuff as always. Ira, have an awesome rest of the week, and we'll talk to you next week. Also,
See, I didn't throw any big words at you like a Jimmy Butler, but that's your vocabulary. That's for another day. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, Ira.
Thanks, Ira.
And thanks to Acura of Pembroke Pines for helping us make sure we get all these Miami Heat reports in. We'll be back after this with Tier Maker Tuesday on 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh.
This has been the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Report with Ira Winderman. Visit Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines at 15601 Pines Boulevard. Come experience the oasis that customers deserve and the dealership that earned Dealer Rater's 2020 Consumer Satisfaction Award at Acura of Pembroke Pines. This is how we do it.
With Make-A-Wish, the impossible becomes possible. A girl battling cancer can become a race car driver battling the course. The boy showing all the nurses his fire trucks can take the helm of a real one. Wishes can give kids with critical illnesses the strength to keep fighting, get better, and grow up.
Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Wishes need you. Visit Make-A-Wish at wish.org.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
She's kind of a big deal. Some people like to say it's only because of how she looks. She sticks her tongue out a lot. But there's just something about her that makes people do crazy things. Like get tattoos of her face. Or wait in line for hours just to say hi. Lil Bub is a 2-year-old cat. An Instagram celebrity with a following bigger than some 90s television stars. And it all started because she was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Lil Bub. But you can adopt one. Help us save them all. At bestfriends.org.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty to protect, to serve, to help. They put themselves in harm's way for us. They come to the rescue at times when we need them most. First responders are making enormous personal sacrifices to keep showing up for us and fighting the good fight. Nearly 70% of all firefighters are volunteers. That means when they get injured or quarantined, they may not have a way to pay their rent or keep their family safe and fed. No matter who you are or where you live, when you call 911 and ask for help, first responders show up. Now, let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Good morning, Miami. I'm Marsh with your Onside Sports Morning Update. The Cardiac Cats keep on winning as they came back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Blackhawks 6-3 last night. Florida has now won 4 in a row, and they're 7-1-2 in their last 10. The Heat go for their 5th straight win tonight as they host the Cavaliers. Tip-off from the AAA is at 8 o'clock. Bam Adebayo has been upgraded to probable, and Avery Bradley has been upgraded to questionable. And Ryan Fitzpatrick is leaving Miami, as yesterday he agreed to a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Washington football team. This is South Florida's new choice for local sports talk, OnSiteRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
$9:38 Tuesday morning. OnSiteRadio.com. This is 4th and 20. I'm Toast. He is Marsh. Tomorrow at this time we'll be debuting a brand new segment called The Confessional. Get ready for that with Father Toast and Brother Marsh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, just keep saying, oh, boy. Just keep saying, oh, boy. But today, it is Tuesday, so we're going to do Tier Maker Tuesday. What is our tier we're going to do today, Marsh?
Today, we are doing NFL all-time quarterbacks.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Do you have it up?
I don't have it up.
Okay.
I'm just going to go by my memory.
Okay. All right.
You're going to throw out names, and I'll tell you what
Johnny
tier
Unitas.
Johnny Unitas. I'm not going top tier.
No.
I'm going to go
3rd tier?
I'm going not top. I'm going number 3. Yeah, I'm going number 3.
Okay. All right. Oh, my guy Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman.
Top tier. He lives with the gods.
No, I'm going to tier 2.
Tier 2? Oh,
Tier
I
2.
respect that.
Tier
3
2.
Super Bowls?
Tier 2, yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Not top tier. Tier 2.
No, it's good.
Okay,
It's good.
okay.
But I only have 2-3 quarterbacks in the top tier. So.
Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger.
I am giving him a tier 3.
3?
3.
No.
Okay.
No, 4 maybe.
4? He's got 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but the first one he had the worst statistical performance.
4? Wow. Okay.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry
Second
Bradshaw's
tier.
top tier.
Yeah. Top tier?
Top tier. 4 Super Bowls. Dude played before there was any sort of
I put him in my second tier.
Physical rehab or any sort of good medical care. Are you kidding me? Dude got 4 rings with that. No, I'm going top tier. I know folks will take shots at him, but yeah, I got him as a top tier quarterback.
I got him second.
Okay.
Tom Brady. Okay.
Tom Brady's top tier, number 1. He's number 1 overall.
He's the greatest. He's
number
God. 1. Brett Favre.
Brett Favre for me is 2. Tier 2. I would say just maybe even a tier 3, just because of the number of interceptions he threw.
The most ever. I think he's the most overrated quarterback.
Yeah,
of all
I would
time.
go. I would go
tier 3.
I would go 3. Yeah, I mean, even go 4 with him. I'll go 3.
Dan Fouts.
Oh, see, man, I don't even remember Dan Fouts.
What? Eric Coryell? Probably tier 4.
Yeah,
tier 5 maybe.
I'd go Fouts at 4.
Okay. Drew Brees.
Drew Brees for me is, I guess, 3.
3?
I guess 3.
What about all the yards? He has all the records.
I think it's a 3 for me.
3? Okay. I'm going 2.
2 for Brees? Okay.
But he only has 1 Super Bowl, so it's hard. Yeah. The Super Bowls. Eli Manning.
Eli Manning is a 4. He lucked into 2.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
No.
Nah, he did some stuff.
He did a little bit, but yeah, I'm giving
John
him a 4.
Elway.
John Elway for me is a 2.
Really? Because some would say he's top.
No, I could see that argument being made. I'll give him a 2.
I'll give him 2 as well. Fran Tarkenton.
You know what? He was like the first Russell Wilson. I'll give him a 3 because he was
went
different
to 4 Super Bowls.
and he was innovative and he was the first one to run around.
Yeah.
And so I'll give him a 3 for that.
3. Okay.
He was a groundbreaker.
He was the NFL all-time leading passer when he retired. Broadway Joe Namath.
Like 4 or 5.
5?
4, maybe. I'll give him 4. He got 1 ring.
We're going to I guarantee it.
At the OB. Yeah, I'll give him 4, but yeah, barely.
Joe Theismann.
I'll never forget his leg snapping. I was a kid watching that. I'll never forget Lawrence Taylor just draping himself and that thing just snapping in 2.
1-2 Super Bowls.
I'm putting him at a 4.
You won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
One of the greatest offenses of all time.
But bro, that running game, and that
Hogs.
defense was just stopped.
What are you talking? They had the fun bunch, the receivers.
Yeah, but it was what's
Art
his
Monk.
name? But yeah, no, I got you, Monk. But it was what's his name? It was Riggins.
Riggo.
It was Riggins.
Okay, Joe Montana.
Number 1 tier.
Okay. Yes.
Him and Brady.
His throws were
Yep.
godly. Jim Kelly, K-Gun.
Kane. I'm going 3.
3. He's just like Fran.
Yeah, I'm going 3.
Lost 4 Super Bowls. You know what? If he wins the wide left game,
The first one.
wide right game,
Yeah.
is he 2?
Possibly. Dude, I'm telling you what, Andre Reed and James Lofton.
Thurman Thomas.
I mean, dude, those were fun teams, bro.
And
I know they never
the
won.
first one was the one that they should have won.
Yeah, those absolutely. They were the better team that game. They
Bruce
were the better
Smith.
team that season. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they should have been the Giants.
Tally, the linebacker.
Oh, no,
sure.
absolutely.
Len
Beebe,
Dawson.
Don Beebe with a crazy helmet.
What? Did he have a crazy helmet?
Yeah, the big, like the anti-concussion sort of
trivia,
a helmet.
who's the head coach?
Marv Levy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Len Dawson.
Oh, wow. Kansas City Chiefs, first Super Bowl? Like tier
Well,
4
they
or 5?
won 4, Super Bowl number 4.
Tier 4 or 5?
5? We haven't put anyone in 5
I'll
yet.
put Len Dawson in 5.
Okay. Warren Moon.
Warren Moon. Oh,
Never won a Super Bowl.
But he was fun.
He
threw it like crazy. He had a long time in the CFL.
4, 5, maybe.
I would put him at 4.
Really?
Maybe 3.
I
put him
got
at
him.
4.
I'm putting him at
I'll put
4.
him at
If we
4.
put down, Otto Graham.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Otto Graham.
Oh my God! Really? From what, the 30s? Like
He
I don't
has like
know.
10 championships.
Okay, against who? I haven't seen the highlights of him. So
I'm
I don't
putting
know.
him tier 2.
What? Tier 2? Is every highlight in black and white? Then hell no. Like 4.
4?
Otto Graham.
I'll put him at 3.
I've never seen him play. I can't judge.
I have. Peyton Manning.
You've seen him play.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is top tier.
Thank you.
Top tier.
All right. Mr. CBS himself, Phil Simms.
Oh, I would say to you also that take shots at Peyton. Oh, he should have won more with those receivers. Just so you know, Peyton never
had to
had
go against that guy.
He also never had a defense that was in the top third of the league.
Oh,
while
yeah.
Tom Brady always
His
did.
06 defense, that was the worst run defense in NFL history by a Super Bowl
Tom
team.
Brady never won a Super Bowl with a team that didn't have a defense, I believe, that was rated lower than like 10 or something like that.
Yeah, but also Brady never had receivers that were.
No, I get you. I get you.
So there's
but Peyton never had a defense.
Yeah, and they always
So-
he always had to go outside to win his playoff
Yes, he
games.
did. He did.
Couldn't
he
play
did.
in the cold.
All right, so who was the next one you just said?
Mr. Phil Simms.
Phil Simms. 4.
4, maybe 5.
You know, maybe 5.
That Super Bowl he won though, 22-25 toast.
Yeah.
I'll put him at 5. He had a great defense.
Oh, absolutely. One of the
He had a
best
good
of all
running
time.
game.
Sure.
Aaron Rodgers.
Jury is still out. I right now am putting Aaron Rodgers for me has just cracked into the tier 2.
Yes. Okay.
And he has a potential to get into tier 1 if he lit it up here the last few years.
Oh my
of his
gosh.
career. What?
You know who isn't even on this?
Who?
Dan Marino.
He's tier 1.
But
for
he's
me.
not he's not incled.
Wow, that is
tier
a
maker. Shame on you.
That is an insult. That is a level of disrespect. Yeah, dude, I got Danny on my Mount Rushmore. He's my top 4 of all time. He's number 4.
Okay.
I mean, I've got him. I understand the Super Bowl thing,
Wait,
but
1
in
minute.
terms of just passing the ball, no one's ever done it better than him.
Rodgers is almost at his level.
Yeah, Rodgers is almost closest thing. Yeah.
Roger the Dodger. Staubach. Captain America.
Wow.
Tier 2.
You know what? Yeah, I guess I'm going to say tier 3.
Okay. That's fair.
But man, I have heard things about Roger Staubach that
an angel.
Well, just that the level of human being he was.
Yeah.
And then when he retired, there were significant people in this country that legitimately thought he should be president, that he should run for president. He would have won and would have been exceptional at it.
Mm-hmm.
That he was just.
He's a model citizen.
His past players, the players he would help out financially. I mean, he was very successful with after he
war
retired,
veteran.
the real estate thing. He started the commercial real estate venture he started. But yeah, I have never heard a bad Hollywood Henderson.
Yeah, man.
Bro will tell stories about, Hollywood Henderson had issues with drugs and demons. And Roger Staubach
He was doing coke at the Super Bowl.
pulled him from the depths of hell on a couple of different occasions.
I love
And you hear Hollywood talk about that, bro,
Yeah.
it will bring a tear to your eye. and you'll be like, bro, there are not that many good people on the planet.
All Cowboys quarterbacks, really, when you think about it, are just great people.
Oh, I know. Quincy Carter.
Troy Aikman, Dandy Don Meredith,
so. I know.
Danny
Andy
White.
Andy Dalton.
Oh, Andy Dalton's a great...
Jason Garrett.
Yeah,
no.
You went to Dartmouth. Should we fit? We have 4 quarterbacks left.
Go,
Ken
quick.
Stabler.
4.
Okay. Bart Starr.
Oh, jeez. Like, yeah, these old timers, bro. Like, I'm going
whoa.
like 4.
You know how many championships he won?
How many? 2?
No, like 6.
Okay. Before the Super Bowl,
yeah,
though.
Steve Young.
Those don't really count.
Yeah, they do. The 1962 Packers.
Steve Young for me is a 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Kurt Warner.
2. Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, but...
In his story, dude, he was a stocking shelves at a grocery store.
Yeah, but
then played in the Arena League.
Okay.
What would you put him at?
I'd say Kurt is a 3rd. Maybe. I don't know. If they beat the Patriots that one year.
But then, dude, he did it again with the Cardinals. Remember, like, he went to 2 different teams.
Yeah, but also, what about those 5 years in between where he's with the Giants? He had a bad career.
Well, then they took Eli and they replaced him.
Yeah. He just, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
All right.
Kind of sketch.
Gotcha. Right. Is that it? Is that all of them?
And no Marino.
I can't believe Marino's not on there. That's tragic.
It's unbelievable.
That is insulting.
I'm insulted.
You're listening to the only locally owned sports station in South Florida, OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
ADHD. It's the child who can't pay attention or sit still in school, right? The answer may be yes. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD, can be complicated and it can last a lifetime. Living with a condition can sometimes be a challenge. It may take years to accept a formal diagnosis, and it's not always easy to find the right treatment plan. Did you know that up to 75% of children and adolescents with ADHD had at least one additional mental health condition that also requires a comprehensive approach to treatment? ADHD guidelines were recently updated to reflect the need to screen for associated disorders. Be sure to talk with your child's doctor about proper screening and visit moretoadhd.com for additional information. That's moretoadhd.com. This message has been brought to you in partnership with ADA, ACO, and CHAD.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me, I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Onside Radio enters Kai's Corner with Kai Chen Chisholm every day from 10 a.m. to noon. Join Kai as he discusses the biggest stories in South Florida sports. Tune in every day 10 a.m. to noon for Kai's Corner on the home for South Florida sports talk, OnsideRadio.com.
Hey, it's Big O. You know, air quality in your home or business is so important now, folks. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning. Let them install high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. M&S is always on call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. and, of course, emergency Sundays. Call for more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans. Visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
A message to help keep you safe. If doctors told us today that we'd made a breakthrough on COVID-19, saving thousands of lives, we would rejoice. Finally, a good news day. We'd feel less afraid that our loved ones would be struck by the invisible enemy. We'd start to feel hope that we could live our lives again. Well, a mask does all that. We can help protect others by covering our noses and mouths, which is how the virus mainly spreads. Masks are a ticket to freedom, to be out in the world, to getting together, back to work, back to doing what we want. If doctors announced we could save lives today, we would grab that breakthrough with both hands. While we wait for a vaccine, grab the breakthrough that's already here. When we're out, it's masks on.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
9:54, 4th and 20, OnsideRadio.com. I am Toast. Got Marsh. Kai's in here. Good morning, Kai.
Kai in the corner.
His microphone's not on.
Oh, my microphone's
There we go.
not on. Hi,
News. I got breaking news here. Breaking news of an esports nature.
Ooh.
Tiger Woods is coming back. Sign an exclusive long-term partnership with 2K Sports that will see him return to the video game space for the first time since 2014.
He's gonna be like the cover athlete of. Oh wait, but not PGA. PGA.
No, not EA. No,
so
this
it's
is
like
2K.
2K. Oh.
This is gonna be a new 2K golf game.
I might buy, dude. I used to love the Tiger Woods golf game.
It's gonna be on.
Yeah, so did I. It was awesome.
I loved it.
Phenomenal.
I can't golf like
and I'll
in
tell you
real
what,
life.
if they can get the rights so that we have Augusta on that, would be phenomenal.
2K is so much better than an Electronic
Oh,
Arts.
absolutely no. Listen,
Remember NFL 2K?
EA
Yes.
Sports.
That was a good game.
You can still play it on your PC. That's why I'm telling you to get it. You can
No,
play
yeah.
2K5 on your PC. TO on the cover.
You got to
EA
keep
Sports,
pressing A
EA
to make them
Sports
run faster.
Decided about 7
stupid.
years ago
So
to
dumb.
start resting on their laurels and not innovate anymore, and just, they had all the exclusive deals and they're a moneymaker and whatever, and they don't put nearly the effort into those games that they did 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
The sports stuff, like
Yeah.
right now, Pez is getting a lot of exclusive deals.
Well,
Not
but
that
it's not
Pez is
just that.
better,
I mean,
but like
2K is good. Remember MLB 2K?
yeah, that was
fun
great.
too.
So much better than the show.
EA,
Yeah.
I mean, EA kind of.
EA sucks
They
now.
do kind of suck.
They just lost. Listen, they got so big they lost their way. When they were small and they were innovative, they were phenomenal.
I mean,
and they became the biggest player on the market.
Yeah.
and that's what happens.
Like
Now you get lazy and you got all people buy your stuff regardless
Their NBA games were awful.
because you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
Madden because it's
Well,
the only
like,
football game.
One of them was D-Wade on the cover. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, NBA Live.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was still kind of bad.
It wasn't like.
So
I just always preferred 2K.
now
MVP
2K 's
baseball
doing
was
the
good.
same thing.
MVP baseball. 2K sucks. Like
Yeah,
NBA
2K
2K. I
sucks.
hate NBA 2K. Yeah. But they had MVP baseball.
I
which
want
was
2K
nice.
to get into the football realm. I
It would
was
be
hoping a
super
college
good.
football would come from 2K.
I feel like it'd be super realistic.
You see, that's why I'm so scared with that. Because like I'm so happy that that's coming
Oh,
back.
but it's EA, so it's going
But
to
it's
be a dumpster
EA.
fire. They're
Like-
going to use the Madden engine and just put the college on top of it. That's all they're going to do.
Yep.
And it's going to be awful.
I'm gonna
the
keep
Madden
playing.
absolutely
awful.
I'm gonna keep playing NCAA 14.
Yeah, seriously.
I played it yesterday. It was great.
There you
I have,
go.
I have it on my 360. I have it on my
Yeah.
PC. I just play it and enjoy myself.
I'm not
There you
very
go.
Some
good.
Road to Glory.
You played Road to Glory?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't have like the patience.
I like it.
I don't know. I
try different positions.
Yeah.
You know?
Playing on defense is almost impossible.
Horrible. It's horrible.
It's impossible.
Trying to be like a corner or a safety.
Yeah. Or a
God-awful.
defensive end.
Horrible.
Gosh, I just
All
get
right.
angry.
We're getting out of here. Congratulations to you. Big day for you today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah. I'm getting, for those that don't know, I'm getting my vaccine
Get a
today,
shot.
so
Now,
super
are
happy.
you Moderna? So this is the first, or
Moderna,
this J&J?
yeah.
All right,
This is
so
the first one.
First of two. Okay.
Next one's April 13th.
There you go. I'm hoping I get my my appointment here soon.
I'll get mine soon. I'm gonna go get some Cuban food right now. So congrats to me.
Really, a lot of Cuban places open at 9:57.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cuban breakfast, baby.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We should go over to Jet Runway Cafe.
I'm going to Shell.
Go to
Bro,
the Shell
there's a
station.
Shell station by my house, and they have really good Cuban food.
Sells
Their
great-
Cuban
great
coffee.
sauté
is
Gas
incredible.
station?
I'm
Hey,
telling you.
no, listen. You go down to a gas station in Miami.
Miami.
You get some empanadas there. The ones that have the full
Empanada,
kitchens.
coquetas.
That's
you get
true,
some.
that's
You can
true.
get some pork and onions
Yeah,
down
don't
there.
be
that'll
so
knock you- Yeah,
fast.
come on now. Some plantains down there.
Don't be so
Stop it.
fast to conclusion, man.
Really? On that note, we'll go away.
Bye.
Hey, is that a faucet running?
Nope,